This is Jordan Mack here with Country in 93.1, Timmins' best country music, and I'm here with the Canadian country superstar, Sacha. How are you doing today, Sacha?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm loving life right now. You cannot
That's it.
go wrong.
I love that.
Well, first thing I wanted to go ahead and ask you is like, when did you know in your heart, right deep down, that you were going to be a singer songwriter and a performer? Did you like, were you a performer at a young age?
I suppose. I grew up in like my mom and my stepdad at the time had a band, so like music was always a part of my
Oh,
world. So I think by the time I was like just singing along to songs or music, I always felt like I was singing to people. So I think from a really young age, I that was something that I felt was I was here to do.
you were just destined for it,
I
eh?
well, let's see. Let's hope for it. We're working at it.
Now, you some of the listeners might not know, but you've actually been in the industry for a little
A
bit now,
minute.
right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like you first started released your first single, "Sticks and Stones," in 2013, and yes, I do know about that because I remember hearing that song because of all the anti-bullying campaigns and everything like
Yeah.
that. Right? How was it
Yeah.
like to get that first taste right off the get-go with that
Oh,
song?
yeah. I mean, wow, that was like, oh yeah, I was doing the school tours back then and just going
Exactly.
off with
Yeah.
that. But you know what? It hit off, man. Like it was like this big thing on Video Store back then, and this yeah, it became like this anti-bullying anthem, and then we had a premiere in like a movie theater where we invited all these people out. It was just like it was awesome. It was an awesome time, and I feel like it was a big part of like my development
Mhm.
in obviously music, but just talking to people, telling a story, and that's what songwriting's about. So.
Exactly, it really is. And then like you went from there, and then all of a sudden, you started getting some good traction, and you've already been on the stage and worked with some of like Canada's biggest country stars already. Like you go ahead and look at the list: Brett Kissel, Jess Moskalew, Terry Clark, Jade Eagleson, Tyler Shaw, the Recklaws. Like how awesome was it when all of a sudden like you put out that little feeler and then you get to hear back and just be like, wait, they do want to work with me? Oh my god.
It's wild. It's so silly. It's like how does you know what? It's actually a testament of like don't ever take an opportunity like for granted. No matter how you think like, okay, oh, I don't stand a chance or whatever, just do it anyways. Cause you actually just don't know what that's gonna turn into. For me, I was about to go wash the dishes and I was like, oh fine, let me just go and do a quick little song, to their TikTok. Next thing you know, I'm getting a DM. So it's like it was that was a huge testament of like just don't sell yourself short.
Yeah, there you go. And like the song with the Wreck Laws, What the Truck, that was a massive, massive hit. And like how awesome was it to go ahead and watch that? Because that was the fastest Canadian country song to achieve 1 million domestic streams. It was certified platinum, and it won the top selling Canadian single of the year, the 2022 CCMAs. Like, how great of a feeling was it seeing that just absolutely take off?
Yeah, it was awesome. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Awesome. I don't even think there's words for it because it all happened so kind of quick, like all in one year, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, man, it's a big deal, and I was just so appreciative for that opportunity.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And I gotta ask, where do you get your inspiration from? Because like when it comes to your writing your tunes and everything like that, I got to admit that last single, "Hey Mom, I Made It," which
Yeah.
was the first solo song to go ahead and hit the top 10 in the country charts.
Woo,
Woo.
woo.
But like it really resonated with me because like as someone who was a little bit of a wild child in the late teens, early 20s, my mama didn't know if I was gonna make it, that's for sure. She didn't know what I was gonna be doing with my life. But
Yeah.
like when all of a sudden I heard that song, it really resonated with me. And it's just like, how did you take that idea and just turn it into such a beautiful tune?
Listen, like this, like again, these songs have been written already, like some even 3 years ago. This one was just something that was going on, and I think at the shower, and I was like, oh, wait a second, let me get my voice memo going, and I'm just singing into it, and then I'm writing it, and then I just leave it. I'll leave it for maybe a year, and then I'll come back. I'm like, yeah, wait, hold on, this, hey mom, like this is the time I think I need to start elaborating on this song and this melody. Um, that came easy to me, because it's my story.
Yeah.
And so it's like, Yeah, it's so cool how some of these things happen. But my inspiration is really coming from my life now, like
Mhm.
my story and the things that the person I was to who I'm becoming. And Hey Mom, I Made It was just kind of, it was very easy. I took it to some my writer friends in Nashville, and we just kind of completed it and wrote it all out. And before you know it, a lot of people are feeling the same way or went through the same thing or lived
Yeah.
the same way. And even more, like some people were just using it because they came out of like drug, like serious drug addiction, or their moms have passed away, or they're graduating, or they're getting married, and it's like, hey Mom, I made it. We're not talking about being famous, we're just talking about like the day to day, right?
Exactly. And it's like that's what I'm saying. It hit with so many people out there. And like it really wasn't that shocking that it climbed the charts like as fast as it did because as I
Wow.
said, it resonated with me. I could talk to 15 other people and they would say the same thing, just like certain lyrics in that song fit so wonderfully. And like, do you do a lot of your songwriting in like groups down in Nashville, or do you do it just kind of just come up with the idea and then take it
I've
to
got
someone, or do
ideas
you
for
do it?
days. I got ideas for days, man. Like I'm like but there's times it can all go different ways. You can walk in a room and somebody has an idea, or you can walk in a room, nobody has an idea, but then they just start talking, and then we got something going, right?
Mhm.
This EP, for the most part, I already knew what I wanted to say and I've got like so many things that I just want to say and how I want to say it, and ideas already bubbling, and people that are just so good at elaborating on it. So yeah, it's great. I don't know. It's it's
It's quite the
great.
process, though, right?
It's the
Now,
process. Yeah.
now you got that new single that just got released, "Till I Don't."
Till I don't.
Right? It's about that heartache comes with breakup. You know,
Yo.
it's right. Everybody's been through a breakup, so they know how it feels at the end of
Oh.
the day. And it's another amazingly well written song. It really is. And I'm kind of curious, how much fun was it to make the video? Because it looked like
Oh.
you were having fun in that. It really did. You know, when
Yeah, it
you're
was
the
fun.
mic is standing around and you're just having a good time.
Just letting it all out. It was a blast. Like I had so much fun. The crew was awesome. It was such a great experience. The full production. We got to light some things on fire. Uh, and then have like some of my band who's in Nashville could just come and join me last month. Hey guys, we're doing like a live band scene. Can you make it down here? So that's fun because I like the fact that we get to do the whole kind of like as if I'm writing the song element and going through the motions, but then also bringing in the live performance component because that's what I love to do the most is perform. So we just got to have all these elements, uh, the writing and the performing element in the music video, and pretty cool. It was pretty fun.
Yeah, just a blast and a half, eh?
A blast and a half, yeah.
Now, till I don't, is that going to be part of a bigger album that we're expecting to hear soon? Or
Don't you? Yeah. Well, could be. Could be. We got some more songs cooking. Yeah.
oh, that's what we all like.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
we all. That's for sure. And what about some touring? Are you going to be out on the road this summer? Out on the road this spring?
Yeah.
Any big
Yeah.
festivals or anything?
We just announced Boots and Hearts, so I'm really excited about that.
Ooh.
We announced Lasso as well. I think I got another announcement tomorrow, and we're just working at it. We're just working about getting it all, lined up for the summer. Um, yeah, and I'm really stoked because now I have an EP out, and hopefully more people know the song and are more familiar with me when by the time I get to these stages. So
Oh yes, for sure, and that's got to be
yeah.
quite the interesting process trying to figure out where you're going to be playing. I'm like, oh, okay, I got to go here, here, here.
Yeah, I live for this, man. Like it was so cool because I was on tour with Tina Towns and Owen Ringling at the end of last year, which was just like, it wasn't something that I knew about in the beginning of the year, but it was something that came, and it's just so excited to see like what's gonna drop on my lap this year that I don't know about. So
Yeah, you got to, as you
yeah,
said, you got to take every single opportunity that comes
yeah,
your way,
yeah.
right? Well, I really do appreciate your time here today. A big thank you to Sasha, and cannot wait for everyone to jump onto this single "Till I Don't," and they're gonna love it as much as I do. That's for sure.
Let's go. Thank you.
And boom, cut. There we go. See, nice and easy. Trying to make it relax for you.
You're fun. I like you.
Yeah, you're a good time too. You're a great time. Oh
Well,
yeah, definitely that when I first heard "Hey Mom, I Made It," I was like,
wow.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's wild. I love that. No, thanks for letting me know that because it's just wild. Like I never, I don't know. It's just I'm still trying to figure out what happened.
How all this came together.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Thank you very much. We'll go ahead
Thank
and get
you.
this posted up for you as soon as possible, and we'll tag you in it on social media and everything. Okay.
Okay, cool. Thanks so much.
Thank you again.
Okay.
Take care.
Okay, thanks. Goodbye.